with our two players.
In the bottom right, we do have the recent acquisition of Team Mouse Control, the Terran player Poyo, who also qualified for the main event in the solo leagues. He's wearing blue colors today. His opponent is going to be This Game Suck from AT Gaming, wearing purple, playing Zerg pieces at the top left. Now, both of these guys are Grandmaster level players. Also, This Game Suck is a Grandmaster, so match should be pretty interesting. What do you think about this map? I have to ask you because in certain situations and matchups, I really hate this map, especially in PvZ, for example.
See, like, I think TVZ this map's kind of okay. It's a little bit. I used to not like it, and then I saw kind of pros playing, and really, it's not that bad of a map. I mean, the towers are in nice places. The bases are pretty nice to take. I mean, it's pretty easy to hold your free base. Your fourth base gets a little bit harder, but it's not impossible, and at the same time, it's not too easy. It's got open areas and it's got chokes. I actually kind of like this map, and I think it's one of the better maps to have come out of this. I didn't think this at first at all. I really didn't, but the more I look at it, the more I kind of like it.
You see, I'm a little bit torn about it because there are a lot of counterattack and attack paths, also divided by high and low ground, especially in the middle, which I really like. But at the same time, it's sometimes it's almost impossible versus Zergs to hold a third base. Both as a Terran and a Protoss, just because of the huge surface area both of these potential third bases, the pocket expansion here and the one below the watchtower, have. Like, you basically cannot wall this off. You always have to have units there. Not necessarily a bad thing, but when you get into a situation when you're constrained for the number of units you're able to field, it is really troublesome. And all the Zerg has to do is just run 10 or 15 links there to deny every single mining, and you cannot even pull probes because they're too far away from the next nexus and your army usually, so they will get killed. It's a little bit tricky. But I do agree that if you're able to hold the third base and get to a solid late game, then this map, as far as engagements go, is really entertaining and opens up a lot of strategic possibilities. We do see the first Reaper finding the Zerg player, This Game Suck, and is doing his best to kill as many units as he can. Look how many shots he needs to kill those Zerglings. There we go.
Finally gets them, and now comes in. What he wants to do now is check gases, and he comes in here, and he needs to be careful of the Queens, though. Another Reaper is here, but I mean, he's still can't really take too much more damage, and well, did he get a scout off? No, so he doesn't know if his opponent has gas right now. And in fact, the gas is coming up on the natural, which is really, really interesting. He should be able to come see this. And if he sees this, that's going to put him into a good position because he knows, right, well, it's not the fastest possible speed. Ooh, just pulling that Reaper back in time. That was a little bit scary.
Yeah,
when I try and do that, my Reaper dies.
And now they are going to regenerate their health, while Poyo is going for double command center and a factory with a reactor. The swap will come soon enough. Now I don't know. What do you think, Hellions or Mines? Go.
Well, I
take
think
a guess.
Hellions straight away, or yeah, Hellions straight away because he can scout with the Reapers, see no all incoming, so no need for mines, and then he can make mines a little bit later.
Alright, so let's see if you were right there. 10 links on the way for AT Gaming, and it is going to be Hellions. Nice, nice conclusion there.
This build is so strong from Terran. You get such a fast third base, and your Zerg can't even move across the map because you've got Reapers in front of the base, you've got Hellions in front of the base. You force loads of links, so they're not even playing economically. You kill off Queens even. You deny creep spread. Like, this build from Terran players, especially on a map such as Star Station, where it's so easy to hold like the natural of the Zerg, like, and just hold that point. It's just so strong. It's like, it actually feels like one of the more imbalanced things TVZ right now, this build. And look at that, Queen goes down. Lings are gonna get a single. No.
Whoa! They don't even get a single one. One hit point remaining on that Reaper. But at the same time, only one worker has been killed by Poyo this whole game.
But I mean, still, he's killed off a queen.
Yep.
Not got any. He's not allowed his opponent to get any creep spread out. A single
and he
Marauders out
forced
back at home
Zerglings,
for
so
defense. Yeah, I mean, precisely. Look at all these Zerglings, and this is because this game Suck tried to play greedy. He didn't go for speed as fast as he could have, and because of that, he's paying the price. He's now 7:45, 8 minutes in the game, and he's not even moved out of his natural. And finally, going to be able to with 2 roaches.
well, and you know, I have to say one thing. As this game Suck tries to take a third base, Poyo lost 0 units this game. Like,
Yeah, I know.
absolutely zero.
This is just how well he's playing this build-up, man. He's playing it perfectly. He's harassing. He's killing off units. He's not losing his own units, which allows him to just keep up the pressure and come in and scout again and see what's up. And he wants to get that queen. He finally loses a Hellion there, but realistically, it doesn't even matter. He's still got map control. He's got the towers, and these Lings, they can move around the map a bit, but back at home, wall off, single Marauder behind there. A couple more mines coming out now. Double upgrades, and Barracks coming down as well, so it's just a great build from Poyo. Really,
yeah, he's played this out really nicely. Basically, he kept the Zerg occupied in his base until he got roaches out, at which point, you know, the Hellions can't do as much. And this allowed him, you know, he did not build very many units. I mean, there's one. Oh my God, he doesn't lift the repos. Those Zerglings go in. The mines need to reposition. Will they go off and kill the SCVs as well?
Yes.
Oh yeah, some of them.
That was. Yeah, the majority of... Well, actually only one worker. Wow, I thought it was a lot more than that, but...
Yeah. There's a lot of splash, though. I mean, 3 of those workers are in the reds, so...
Yeah, I guess he dealt with it okay, though, in the end.
But,
Hellions and Reapers coming back home now. A bit of a panic move, I think, but just going to come back home, clear out the tower. So finally, this game Suck, getting a little bit of kind of control on the map. Spire coming down, so, you know, nothing we wouldn't expect. Milling, Bling Meter. Upgrades pretty much on par with the Terror, and Terran player doesn't have an armory though, so Poyo. He's got the SCV there, ready to make an army, but he's just forgotten, and now he starts that up, so his upgrades are going to fall behind a little bit, but it's not game ending at all.
Yeah, and you know, Poyo with those double engineering bays very, very quickly into the game. You know, his starport will be finishing up way before the Spire finishes, so his first medvacs will be out by the time the Spire is done. He's got his third base. He can place mines around the mineral lines. He can start building turrets, just in case there is a Mutalisk transition. He still has those Reapers, so he can still scout out the Zerg main if he does so desire. Bending Nest going down as well. And, well, starting 2-2 not straight away. A little bit of a mistake. Now the armory finished, so he could do that. There we go. Starting 2-2.
Or just +2.
Yep.
He's there we go. There's the +2 weapons. Just waiting for the use. Oh, yes, the drone on the 4th base.
Nice.
Nice.
So 67 drones versus 59 SCVs, which means the game is totally even. Poyo and this game Suck playing a very even game so far. 2-2 started for the Zerg as well. Banding speed going down, getting all the upgrades he needs. Interesting, he's getting the flyer attacks one, so he will be playing a little bit heavier on the Mutalisk style, on the Mutalisk side. Otherwise, what's the point of getting air upgrades? And well, not attacking too aggressively, more of like trying to take an additional base, getting a macro hatch. Where is the macro hatch? There we have it, at the 3rd of all the places. Very weird location for a macro hatch, wouldn't you think?
Very easily picked off.
Mm.
Very quick to reinforce attacks up front. So, you know, probably a negative, because Zerg units are so fast anyway. Do you really need them to pop out your 3rd base straight away? Probably not.
Yep. So we have a drop being loaded up. Let's see what is inside the medevac. Just Marines, and they are making their way towards the 4th base.
Just as well, this game stuff just sees that. And, oh no, he just pulls his units back just in time. Should be able to clean us up in plenty of time. Another medevac going to start getting chased by Mutalisks. But, well, this is good. He's attacking in 2 different places. He's targeting down that 4th base. A few Marines they're not actually attacking, but he's going to get as much damage as he can. A lot of Lings goes down, and, well, Poyo's going to lift up here. Well, now starting to drop in the main base. The Muters will clean that up, but does lose a Muter. And, you know, a Muter for a handful of Marines, a dropship worth is, at this point, probably worthwhile. I mean, it's not the best, but drew the mutas out of position, it means the mutas aren't attacking your Terran base.
And
And
Poyo
look
is
at
about
this.
to lose a second medevac, but he did get all of the Marines safely out. They do fall down to the combined powers of the Zergling Claws and Mutalisk Wormglaives, though. And right now, you know, Poyo thought that, hey, I can do something, a little bit of something here, but the army was able to reposition from that harass
What
in
I love
time.
that Poyo is doing is he's never letting this game suck. He's never letting him take map control. Like, he's never letting him attack with the mutas. And, well, look at this. Mine's burrowing here. Oh no, this game sucks. Gonna lose so many.
Oh! Nice hits on the banelings and the links there. Still a lot of Marines remaining here, but a lot of links and those Marines have to pull back.
Oh, that muta's just gonna make. Oh, sees that with the overseer now. And, well, he deals with it. A couple of mines now need to burrow again very quickly, and they will. And, well, that was a pretty even engagement on both sides. And Poyo pushed back for now, taking 2 command centers right now though, so getting ready to go into that kind of mass macro game and continuing to push here, continuing to force gas to be sent on banelines, which means that when this Ultra Cavern finishes, there's not going to be any Ultras out for some time because all the gas right now is going down on banelines, so Poyo just playing very nicely now, takes out them Chinjans.
Yep. Let's see how many barracks we do have for Poyo. So
Ooh, oh, very nice snipe on the 4th base there.
seven
Straight
ranks.
out. Doesn't overcommit trying to get the queen or anything, and now he just pulls back in. Mine's not going to go off quite yet. And well, now they are.
Oh, nice hits there, but there was a good hit that Poyo needed just right on onto the banelings. I like the usage of his mines. He's moving them with his army, and he's basically burrowing them as he's retreating the infantry. So the hits most of the time he has a guaranteed hit unless the Zerg pulls back.
For Zergs right now. Zergs, they can't chase after Terran armies, and they need to kind of start realizing they can't chase after Terran armies. They have to be in position before the damage is done, and if you're not in position, then you're going to be punished for that. And with how mobile your force is and how easy it is for a Zerg player to get map control, you know, you kind of have to be in position. You should know about these kind of attacks coming in. And so, right now, Zergs just think they can chase down an army after they kind of fend it off, but that's not the case, and that's why this game's stuck right now. Is at a bit of a bad spot. He's going to lose get these 2 drop ships, as he spotted them with the Lings, which is very nice.
Very nice. Meanwhile, Poyo is getting bases 3 and 5 up and running. +3/+3 for both of these players will be finishing very shortly here. First Ultralisks are already out on the field. No Vipers yet, but you know, honestly, who needs them when you have Ultras and you're not facing mech? Another engagement going here, and this time this game sucked a little bit wiser, staying out of the range of the Widow mines, but he's got no banelings, exactly.
Yeah, without banelings and splash damage, like, them Ultras are just dead, and this base to the left is obviously going to go down here. Not going to chase down the Ultras, not going to stim after them. Getting a few drones and scanning ahead, sees, well, you know you don't actually have anything at your 3rd base, but Poyo's not going to overcommit at all. Once again, look at this, a drop to the right-hand side, making sure that there's that 4th base not there again, and just playing this very, very smartly, very, very slowly, and pulling back to regroup with reinforcements.
Those mines were just second away from being burrowed, but not fast enough. Those Lings got the best of them, or the better of them, and you know, I think Poyo is in a decent spot here, more than a decent spot, and the main reason for this is that the Zerg cannot match his economy income. The Poyo is on 5 bases, and soon enough he will have enough production to just constantly reinforce this in a manner that the Zerg, even with his larva injects, will not be able to match. So all he can hope for is one good engagement for him, but this is not going to happen. Mine going off, killing all the banelings, which means these Marines are staying alive and doing a lot of damage to all these units, and without the support units like banelings and links, these Ultras cannot engage, neither can the Mutalisks.
Yeah, Poyo's going to pull back, get a few more Marauders in his force, which he kind of needs against these Ultras, but look at his bank, 3k, 1k, he can just keep remaxing, and this game stuck can't, so a couple more even fights, and the work that Poyo's been putting in all game long, denying expansions, is going to end up paying off for him, and he's got tunnel enclose on the way now. He's even investing in kind of vehicle and ship plating level 1. So again, that kind of transition ready, and 5 command centers on the way down as well. He is in full on macro mode right now, and free splitting here means that realistically the Zerg shouldn't be able to do any kind of big attack. And well,
there we
when he
go. All the
tries-
banelings are gone. All that remains are the Ultralisk. Ultralisks will get target fire down by the Marines, but another wave of banelings came from the side. Do the mines, and one mine will go off, but not getting anything at all. But here come the reinforcements, and the Ultras once again are forced back. I gotta hand it to this game suck though. He is keeping his more valuable units alive. Look at this. The Ultras are still alive and kicking. He did lose all of his mules, and this base yet again goes down. And honestly, if I were the Zerg and my base went down like this, and I don't have another one, I would just GG straight up. But this game suck. He's not me. He's got a little bit more courage, so he's just going to stay in the game and do what he can.
that kiting, just trying to get the most out of these units. Gets one ultra for kiting all the way over this side of the map, but you know, Poyo, this is how it works, man. He's just kiting. Can he get another ultralisk here? Looks like no, he won't. He'll lift up with these units, and now turbo vac over to the rest of his army, where, you know, Poyo is going to pick another fight, and he's going to end up doing a lot of damage again, and this game such just cannot keep up with this for too much longer, surely.
No, even if we look at the banks, it's incomparable. And right now the Zerg is all out of money. You look at his main base, it's completely dry. Look at his natural, it will be dry in a matter of seconds. All the rest of the drones are first distance mined because the third is also getting mined out. And if we look at the production, Poyo's got 10 racks worth of production, which means he'll be producing 12 Marines at a time, 4 Marauders at a time, 2 Medivacs, still non-stop Medivac production, even though he's got 9 of them with his army. He just wants to have quite enough of healing, and once he gets rid of this last remnants of the Zerg forces, I think there will be the GG, and yeah, there we see it. Mouse Control taking this